Namaste. Love is happy when it is able to give something, and ego is happy when it is able to take something. That is the difference between love and ego. And when it comes to Taurus, the sign Taurus cannot survive, cannot live without love. When you love, you simply love. There is a tendency in the sign of Taurus that whosoever belongs to Taurus has a tendency of falling in love again and again and again. Because every time they fall in love, they try to seek love. They try to see whether they can experience love. But when love fails, then again they try. They keep trying. They keep falling in love. It is said, when you love, you simply love. Love knows no logic. When you love, you simply love. So if somebody asks you that why you love some person, and if you say, I don't know, I don't have any logic, I don't have any reason, but I simply fall in love with that person, then that is real love. But if somebody asks you why you love a certain person, and if you start giving n number reasons, then that is not love. Because then the mind is coming in between, the logic is coming in between. And when there is a logic, love cannot exist. Love exists only when there is no logic. Always remember this. That is why love knows no logic. Many times it happens. It is said that there are instances of love to which you address as love at first sight. Now, for such kind of love, there is no logic. It is real love. So love happens only when there is no logic. It is interesting to know that Taurus belongs to the triangle of Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. It is a very practical triangle. All these three signs, 2, 6 and 10, are practical signs. But Taurus has a speciality to it. That yes, it understands business, but it also understands love. That makes Taurus a very special sign. And when you compare all these three signs, 2, 6, 10, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I would say that Taurus is far superior to these two signs, Virgo and Capricorn. So such a beautiful sign of Taurus. And today in this podcast, I have shared certain insights about Taurus. So let's begin. Taurus is like a beautiful poem, a dance, a poetry. The very nature of Taurus is to seek pleasures, all kind of pleasures. And there are 14 kinds of pleasures that Bentham has mentioned. And these 14 kinds of pleasures are sense, wealth, skill, amity, a good name, power, pity, benevolence, malevolence, memory, imagination, expectation, pleasures dependent on association, and the pleasures of relief. Taurus simply loves to indulge in all of these 14 kinds of pleasures. If by chance you have a girlfriend having moon in Taurus or ascendant in Taurus, then you should be wealthy enough, because she is going to ask and she is going to expect a lot of pleasures from you. And the same is the case if you have a boyfriend having moon or ascendant in Taurus sign. These are fellows who love to live a luxurious life, a life of comforts. In fact, these are the fellows who simply love to live in their comfort zones. It is fun to have a Taurus girlfriend or a Taurus boyfriend. They are playful by nature, a certain innocence, a certain mischief, a certain childishness is seen in these fellows. They generally are not harmful by nature. They are like the golden retriever, a breed of a dog that looks beautiful, friendly, merry, and happy-go-lucky by nature. However, the most interesting aspect of Taurus is when it comes to spending. They love to spend, they love to shop, they love to use money generously, but only when the money is not theirs. If they have to spend their own hard earned money, then they will be very stingy. They will not spend much. But if they are spending money given to them by their father, mother, husband, or boyfriend, then they will be carefree and will spend money at large. However, when you compare Taurus with Virgo, then Virgo beats Taurus in the department of stinginess, because Virgo folks are so stingy, conjuice by nature, that whether it is their own money or others, they will not spend much money. They will spend only when it is very much required. I had met one such Virgo person. He was the son of a cabinet minister, and yet he was very stingy by nature. But Taurus is not like Virgo, mainly because they cannot live a life without luxuries. Taurus sign represents the symbol of a bull. Now it is necessary to remember that a bull is very strong, stubborn, and silent by nature. A bull is also very muscular and very beautiful, handsome. However, if you provoke him, then he will take you on his horns. So the very first message is, never mess with Taurus people. The second significant aspect is that once they make a decision, they remain firm on their decision. For example, once a Taurus girlfriend decides to dump you, to leave you for good, then she will never return back. Once decided, these fellows are very firm on their decisions. And so if you have a Taurus girlfriend, then be aware. Don't try to play with her emotions. Don't misbehave with her, else she will decide to leave you. And if she is a true Taurus, then she will never ever change her decision. Once gone, gone forever. That is the basic nature of Taurus sign. So on the positive side, if she decides to marry you, then no matter what, even if the whole world goes against her decision, she will not bother and she will go ahead and marry you. So basically these are very stubborn people. Whatsoever they decide, whatsoever they feel, they simply do it. Once they are convinced with a certain idea, they will definitely implement it, and then nobody can stop them. It is just like a bull. Once a certain idea, a certain feeling, a certain emotion erupts in the bull's head, he just goes for it. Then nobody can stop him. In the sign of Taurus falls a small part of Krutika Nakshatra and a small part of Mruga Nakshatra and a big part of Rohini Nakshatra. In fact, the entire Rohini Nakshatra falls in the sign of Taurus. And Rohini is the favorite of moon. In fact, Lord Krishna loves the nakshatra of Rohini. Rohini belongs to moon. Rohini is ruled by moon. She is soft, she is sexy, she is lovable. And when there is love, power is not required. Absolutely not required. You need power only to harm someone. Otherwise, love is enough. Compassion is enough. Rohini dwells in the sign of Taurus, a beautiful sign. I love Taurus. They are a song, a dance, a music. Rohini brings abundance of physical pleasures and comforts to the native born in Rohini Nakshatra. Generally, these men and women are found to be beautiful, and there is a certain aura of joyousness around them. Taurus is a sign that is total material by nature, and because it is an earthy sign, it has a very strong sense of smell, touch, and feelings. On the darker side, Taurus is very passionate by nature and also high in sexuality. These are the creatures who simply like to eat, pray, and love. They take great interest in the art of love making. Yesterday, someone asked a question: how Libra is different than Taurus, because both signs are ruled by Venus. Taurus are more interested in physical sex. To them, love is incomplete without the art of making love or without having sex. Libra are more interested in the platonic love. They too want to have sex, but more than sex, they would want to first relate more and more with the lover. They find more pleasure when they can relate with the lover. Libra rules the 7th house, and 7th house is more about relating. Remember, you can love a person because the person satisfies your sex. This is not love, just a bargain. You can make sex with a person because you love. Then sex follows just like a shadow, a part of love. Then it is beautiful. Then it is no longer of the animal world. Then something of the beyond has already entered. And if you go on loving a person deeply, by and by, sex disappears. Intimacy becomes so fulfilling, then there is no need for sex. Love is enough unto itself. Taurus Rohini is too emotional by nature. And a person who is too emotional has absolute no power but is rather weak and submissive by nature. If you are looking for a real power that moves the pawn by operating from behind the curtains, then that power is with Anuradha, the nakshatra that is placed exactly opposite to Rohini. Anuradha is ruled by Saturn, and power is always with Saturn. The executive power, the authority, always remains with Saturn and not with the soft, submissive, emotional moon. And moon is the one who rules over Rohini. In fact, it is said that among all the 27 nakshatras who are considered as wives of moon, Rohini is the favorite wife of moon, and therefore moon exhales in Rohini. Of course, when you are with your most favorite lover, be it wife or girlfriend, you are going to be in a state of high. And that is how moon is also high when placed in Rohini. And that is why moon is said to be exalted in the nakshatra of Rohini in the sign of Taurus. If you observe closely, then Rohini is ruled by moon, Shravan is also ruled by moon, and Hasta nakshatra is also ruled by moon. But moon likes Rohini a lot than his other two wives, that is Shravan and Hasta. You know why? The answer is very simple. Who would not like to have a romantic, sexy wife? And Rohini is just like that. Shravan brings a lot of practicality. Here the wife, that is the nakshatra of Shravan, is soft and sweet and also has a certain glamour of power and authority. But because it is placed in the sign of Capricorn, here the wife Shravan is practical by nature. Moon says, let's go and have a party. And Shravan, the practical sweet wife, says, who is going to pay the bill? So you see, moon is turned off. Then he thinks how beautiful it would have been if Rohini would have been here. Hasta nakshatra again is a wife who does a lot of analysis. Moon says, I have liked this color shade for our office walls. Let's go for it. Hasta nakshatra says, wait, I am going to watch a few more videos on YouTube. Which color is best for our Rashi? Which color is best for our sign? And then I am going to read a few more books too. And then when I am 100% sure about a certain shade, only then will I give you a go ahead. Poor Moon again remembers his favorite wife Rohini and says to himself how sweet it would have been had Rohini been in place of Hasta. So you see, Moon loves Rohini because Rohini is all about heart and pleasures of life. Sex is one big part of the pleasures that Moon, that is the mind, seeks. And Rohini has all the qualities and all the strength to provide abundance of sexual pleasures to her partner. Understand the fact that Taurus Rohini and Libra Swati both are seekers of love and sex. But in case of Taurus, the weightage towards real-time sex is a little more than Libra. Libra wants some spice in form of intellectualism. For Taurus, all that is not required. It is a bull. If it goes hard, if it truly loves you, it simply wants to do it. Just do it is the perfect slogan for Taurus Rohini and Taurus Kritika. Physical pleasures are in abundance. Physical attractiveness is in abundance. Physical strength is in abundance. All of these qualities make Rohini and Kritika and Mruga Nakshatra, that is the whole Taurus sign, not exactly powerful but a beautiful, lovable sign. Remember, Rohini Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Lord Krishna, and history is witness to the fact that romance, love, and Krishna is very closely related. The whole world remembers the beautiful bonding of Radha and Krishna. Krishna marries Rukmini, but the world remembers Krishna and Radha. Radhe Krishna. Rohini is a star that does not have direct authority and power like that of Anuradha or Pushya, but Rohini has great manipulative skills through which it exercises its power indirectly. Lord Krishna during the Mahabharata war actually had to manipulate certain men, of course, in the larger interest of dharma and safeguarding righteousness. Rohini and the strength it derives is totally based on where exactly the moon is placed in your chart. If the moon is placed in 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th house with beneficial aspects, then such a woman is a beauty, a song, a dance. And also, such a man is indeed a beautiful person. Life truly has to be like a Rohini, a dance, a song, a beautiful painting. Remember, we have to make a laughter, rejoicing, dancing, singing part of a healthy being, just overflowing well-being. Rohini is all about love, and Neem Karoli Baba says, love is the strongest medicine. It is more powerful than electricity. This world needs Rohini to add more love, more warmth, and more beauty. We all are born to make a difference. No matter how small is the difference, as long as it is serving the purpose, as long as it is serving the humanity, as long as the purpose is to make this planet more beautiful, more alive, it is enough. As far as the other two stars are concerned, Kritika and Mruga Nakshatra, these two belong to hot planets. Kritika belongs to Sun and Mruga belongs to Mars. Both are hot and both are passionate. Moon in these two nakshatras basically tends the person towards accumulating as much wealth as they can. However, these two nakshatras are tamasic by nature, and so the nature of fighting, quarrelsome nature, the nature of my way or highway, the nature of self-centeredness is more seen than when moon is in the gentle nakshatra of Rohini. That is why in the sign of Taurus, moon's favorite is Rohini nakshatra. If you find 3 women and let's say one woman is born with moon in Kritika, the second woman is born with moon in Rohini, and the third woman is born with moon in Mruga, then out of these 3, the second woman born with moon in Rohini is far more superior to the woman born with moon in Kritika or Mruga, because Rohini has more sattvic qualities. However, Rohini is not a straightforward nakshatra. Such a woman will always feel shy in expressing her feelings. If she loves somebody, she will take a lot of time to express her love. However, the other 2 women will be fast forward and will not hesitate in expressing their feelings, since Kritika and Mriga are very straightforward and passionate nakshatras. In a nutshell, the perfect Taurus woman is the one born with moon in Rohini Nakshatra. And the perfect Taurus man is the one born with moon in Rohini. And if such a woman or a man is born with moon and ascendant both in Rohini Nakshatra, then they are a living poetry, a dance, a music. Enough for now. Someday I will elaborate on a new zodiac sign of my choice, a sign that is very close to my heart, the sign of Aquarius. So stay tuned, there is more coming your way. Love to all my close followers. I hope that this year 2022 has been a good year for many of you. And if it has not been a good year, then the next year 2023 definitely is going to be a good year for all of you. Always remember, it is good to remain optimistic. It is good to remain positive. Love to my close followers. I have started making a note of all my close followers because it is necessary to remind you all that as much as you love me, I also love you all. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.